I was born after a day's worth of labor, my cries drowning out the beetles, asking Prudence to play. You see, from the moment I left my mother's womb, I knew I wanted to be heard. My throat warming up the guttural calls of my ancestors, my heart was born beating to the rhythm of ancient drums, bonfires burned in my bloodstream. That night we danced a dance no living man had seen. I was born from songs to the moon, prayers to the sun, blessed by goddesses in my cradle, whispering the lullabies of my ancestors. And in the late of night, Golly came with her garland of heads, kissing me where my third eye would be. As she hissed in my ear, "You come from a line of warriors, baby girl. Don't you dare forget where you've been." I was born to a tribe of nomads on a field littered with the ghosts of my sisters, swaddled in tiger skins. My mother came back from the hunt. My home was in her arms. My playground, the earth, my friends, the flowers. As I ran around the circumference of the world twice, my feet tangled, tickled, caught by the grass, I was born to run away. I was born to a legion of storytellers who spun stories like the thin cloth they wore over their frames. Dreamers who lived by the fountain, speaking of lands unknown, weaving together tales like a tapestry that would never be sold. I was born in a hut, fire whispering from the chimney, chained to the earth with my brothers and my sisters as we rose with the sun, farming our future on the rice paddy fields, melanin drip, drop, dripping from my brow as they water the next year's harvest. I was born an empress, born a queen, diamonds for eyes and rubies for tears. Sitting on a throne built of promises, a crown forged from those kept. I was born in a hearth and sacrificed to its flame, setting my soul on fire, sorry, burning as a reminder that you can try to shut us up, shut us in. We will always burn brighter than your oppression, a torch carried from mother to daughter. I was born a child of revolution, protest flowing like a river through my veins. You see, it was my cries that let them knew I would make it through the night, and the night after that, and every night that came, and when they shut me up, that's how they knew I was gone. I was born as my great-grandmother held my grandfather, not yet a year old, leaving the rubble of their home behind. Because the British drew a line through our heart, through our home. Because where they saw families, we saw fortune. Where they saw land, we saw people. Where they saw money, we saw the blood trickling off of the earth, staining our own home, watering the flowers on the graves of my mother, whom no one ever knew was born. Bombs bled across the city the night my grandparents married, fireworks in celebration of death. But two hearts shined brighter on the backdrop of agony, lighting up the night of blackouts. My mother was born across the sea from her ancestral home, never having known the land where her seeds were sown, speaking in broken tongues, yearning for a place where her feet had never touched the soil. So when my daughter is born, screaming because she knows she needs to be heard, her heart beating with mine, our blood from the same flame, I will tuck her at night in her cradle, kiss her where her third eye would be, as I remind her that she is a warrior, a nomad, a rice farmer, an empress, a queen, that she is everything and anything to me. I'll tuck her in, walk out and linger in the threshold as I hear the footsteps I had heard once long, long ago, a hiss that was once familiar to me. As the garlands of head peek into my baby's cradle. You are born from a line of warriors, baby girl. Don't you dare forget what you're made of.